All right, everybody, welcome to the Ghouls and Ghosts arcade race between dosboxfalco, the world champion, and Aquas, and this looks to be an amazing showdown. Wouldn't you agree, Fred?
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one, I think. We got the world record holder in DOSBox here, and the always Aquas with the always strong showings in all the G&G games, so it's gonna be a real banger, I think.
I'm going to get the racer set up ready to go. Why don't you talk a little bit about the differences between this game and the amazing race we just saw between you and your three compatriots in Super Ghouls and Ghosts?
Yeah, sure. So this is Ghouls and Ghosts. This is the prequel, if you will, or the preceding game to Super Ghouls, and it's a lot more fast-paced. Like the game is shorter overall. Like you move faster. The game doesn't really lag anything. It's just a crazy fast game, much more action-oriented. So we're gonna see these guys whizzing through the stages pretty much. And yeah, just like in Super Ghouls, everything is just really dangerous. So what are the differences? All. Yes. And yeah, in this game, armor isn't as important. So you're gonna see these guys do damage boosts whenever necessary to like gain speed, pretty much.
All right, there goes DOS. It looks like he's started a little bit late here. We'll see if that matters so much as we get going.
Yeah, we'll see. This is a game where anything can happen. So
yeah, much like the race you guys just saw in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, this game is extremely volatile, and we should see many lead changes, I would imagine, or at least we potentially could.
Yeah, exactly. So in stage 1, it's just going through the motions, just get to the end pretty much. See here. Okay, so Aquas is actually going for his safe strats here. He's getting the gold armor and climbing this hill here. See what DOSBox does. So DOSBox is going for the damage boost.
Oh yeah, and DOS right there. Yeah, unfortunately taking the death.
Rough.
So we'll see how the damage boost goes for him the second time around. Meanwhile, Aquas now fighting Shielder using his magic strats. As allowed by virtue of getting that gold armor here in stage 1. So no problem killing the first boss of the run, and now he's on to the turtles.
Yeah, all the lightning magic does massive damage to the bosses. I think it's unintended behavior, but it comes in really handy. So.
So Aqua's being very careful where he jumps here. This bridge will collapse if he jumps on the wrong parts, as you see right there. He nipped that part, did not fall through it, so he's okay. And now has to deal with the flaming windmill here. And we will see our first Arimer of the run. DOS able to make it up past the pig monster, going up the ladder, using that damage boost to his advantage, and will now be fighting Shielder himself. But his Aqua's out to an early lead here.
I guess he died again to Shielder. I kind of missed that. Oh. Guess it's just the...
Well, he just died to Shielder right here, so he is taking the early game over. Fortunately, you can jump right back in very quickly in this game. Oh, and speaking of deaths, Aquas running afoul of the spitter plant right there and goes back to the previous checkpoint.
Yeah. So welcome to Ghouls and Ghosts, everybody, by the way.
I don't know if you all know about this series, but it's kind of hard. It has a reputation. All right, Aquas right there doing an intentional damage boost to keep iframes through that section so he doesn't have to actually worry about those spitter plants anymore or the fire bats that spawn. And now he's fighting Cerberus, an incredibly easy boss, and the only boss for which you grab the key and you cannot get a nice catch. Aqua's theory is that the key is too hot to handle coming out of Cerberus there. And now our runners here, as they get into stage 3, are going to be looking for the dagger. Is he already?
Yeah. So yeah, this is an auto scroller.
No, he's got the lance still. Okay.
So ideally here, you want to pick up any weapon besides the lance, pretty much.
Interesting that he didn't pick up the shield there, or the flying power disc there.
I guess there's two schools of thought there. Like the lance is actually really good in this game.
Yeah.
So you keep the lance. It's like if you don't get a dagger, but you still have the lance, you're pretty much set. Like you're okay, in good shape. He gets the dagger though, so that's good.
The disc that he decided not to get will actually increase your chances of getting the dagger drop, which is why I was surprised that he did not go for that. But yeah, as you say, the lance is pretty darn solid in this run. So he stuck with it and got the dagger anyway, so it all worked out.
The other weapon is that, like, the axe is of course not good, and the disc is pretty good, but it has some really big problems with bosses later on. So,
namely that it gets caught up on the hitbox of things, the floors, and it will roll along the floor. So if you need to get through that, you're gonna have some rough going. Oh, it looks like Aquas tried to jump off of the shield there, and
Aquas missing the chest jump.
Yeah, did not quite get that, so he is going to go back to the start of the mouth section. You want to talk a little bit about what some of the runners are going to be looking for in this section, because it's a pretty technical section to do it at high level.
Yeah, this is a really tough section. It's easy to like the patterns change if you die, so it's easy to get stuck here for a while. But Aquas is going to try to jump through this statue here. He gets it, and that will like place the boss at a lower spawn position here, so we can like shoot it like right away. That get some early hits in, crack go. There we go.
Meanwhile, dosboxfalco finishing up Serb. Yes, exactly. Great minds think alike. And he'll be going on to the auto-scroller himself. Meanwhile, Aquas now in stage 4.
So you see, Aquas is pretty much going for like full race safe strats here. I'm pretty sure. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. So this stage, the Crystal Forest, like the first half here is just relentless. But Aquas got like almost no worms spawning, so he's really good. So here's the ice slopes, and Aquas has once again his patented safe strats. Just cannot damage boost through the spikes here. Get the backup armor, and he's pretty much good to go. So the backup armor is really nice to have on this boss, because it's a really tough boss. This is Ohm. And yeah, this boss can just get crazy if you're unlucky.
And if we see right there some of the little slugs not being kind to Aquas, but it doesn't matter because now he's at the point in this fight where he should be able to get to the save point. He does, and now it's just a matter of getting those final hits in on the intestines, not the hearts. And no problem. A little worse for wear in that fight, but gets through no problem. Now we're on to the final stage of the first loop. This is a much shorter game than Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This is being an arcade release, not a console original release.
Aquas safe strats really paying off here. So let's see, dosbox is making his way through the tongue section though pretty well here. There's still like I mean, even though the game is shorter, it's like jam-packed with action, so anything can still happen here. Nothing is set in stone for sure. Aquas fighting the Reamers. They're a lot more tame in this game compared to Super Ghouls. They're not as fast at dodging your attacks. So that's pretty nice. The Bone Dragon giving Aquas some problems there. Okay, he went away. Good stuff. Oh! dosbox with the clutch dodges though. That's good stuff.
All right, and right there on your screen, you see Aquas taking an intentional death because he's adjusting the rank down while also locking in his checkpoint right there. You want to talk a little bit about rank because it's very different in how this game handles difficulty spikes versus in Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Right, so like many other arcade games, Ghouls and Ghosts has a system called rank, which is basically the longer you stay alive, the more difficult the game gets. So every now and then you want to take like a tactical death, which will like lower the rank down, because otherwise the game will go completely crazy and just demolish you. So it's a really good place right here where Aquas like died on the checkpoint, which will make like this section a bit easier with the flying goblins here. The boss will be a bit easier as well.
Did a great job to use his iframes from that Magic Cast, which are very much shorter than in Super Ghouls and Ghosts in this game. Did it perfectly and was able to get through the mini Krakow and the Shielder, no problem. And one loop down for Aquas, and as we see Santa Claus there telling Aquas, hey, good work, but unfortunately our princess is in another castle, so go back through, do it again. Ghouls and Ghosts stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Santa. Yeah, so that's what happens. If you get good luck on the Beelzebub fight, he will just fly around and let you shoot him. You can kill him really fast, but you might not always be that lucky.
No, it's a big if.
How it goes for dosbox here.
Bub luck is usually few and far between. Okay, he's got the checkpoint.
Yeah. So dosbox also goes for the tactical death, we'll call it, and lower rank.
Okay.
While Aquas is going along, I'm pretty sure he's gonna keep to his safe strats here and climb the hill, keeping his armor from Shielder.
Did you all enjoy the one difference in Loop 2? That bird that flew past at the very beginning of 2-1? Because that's it. That's the only difference. And also you have to collect the Psycho Cannon later on. But we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah. dosbox is fighting the Astaroth. Climbing the Krakow hill. Oh, getting hit by the Krakow.
He's still progressing though. He's got the two Krakows around him, trying to get up this ladder. Oh, and one of the little swooping little imp guys.
You hate to see it, man.
No, it happens to all of us too. I mean, you can't help but
that's nothing new.
Deal with that. Wait a second. Okay, he got a high score. Right there. That's one of the perils of playing the arcade version. If you do too well in a credit, then you have to wait for the high score screen to go away.
Yeah. There's always the danger with
oh my goodness.
Like in also other arcade games, you can like cancel the continue play. It'll just count down and then you'll get the game over. Oh, let's see if Aquas can make the jump over the lines. Yeah, do it. It can be really tough to jump over the weapon spawn in the like the uphill section with the turtles.
Yeah, I mean, especially on the arcade version where the turtles are more random than they are on the Genesis version or the Mega Drive version.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see if the game will throw dosbox a bone here, not drop a torch on the ladder.
Okay, good. Yeah, fantastic. He was able to get past without collecting any items. Yeah, that's the worst when the game spawns, an undesirable weapon, which would be anything at this point, right at the top of that ladder.
Really good pattern.
Yeah, he absolutely crushes Bub and says hello to Evil Santa, and he will be on the loop 2 here. But Aquas right now at the checkpoint of 2-2 here, so he'll be fighting Cerberus here shortly.
See if he opts to keep armor here. Yeah, he opts to skip the damage boost. I think this is a wise move. It can be hard to anticipate when the plant will shoot on loop 2 if you don't really know where your rank is at. So it can like shoot really early, or yeah, anything can happen basically. Aqua's not taking the risk wisely, I say.
Anytime you can mitigate risk in a game like this, it's usually a good decision.
Yeah. So all Aquas has to do now is pretty much not pick up a weapon. And there's the rare 1-up drop also. Little Arthur there, 1-up. It actually comes in handy in the run. Like if you get any like unintentional deaths or like take like rank decreasing deaths, you get the 1-up statue. You're good to go. See, dosbox is climbing the hill here to Shielder. Let's see if he's can do it here. Oh, rough fireball from Shielder. Sometimes Shielder will just give you those unexpected patterns. Shoot like a fireball fall from some off angle. You're just not ready for it. in theory, Shielder is pretty similar to the cockatrice, except we can kill the cockatrice in Super Ghouls instantly. We can't kill Shielder instantly unless you have the lightning magic, so... See, Aquas is going through the tongue section again. Oh ho ho! Just barely landing inside the platform, on the platform inside the statue there. Always a scary moment, since you can't see the platform inside the head. So once again, we're in the Crystal Forest here for Aquas. And yeah, like I said earlier, this section can get really tough. If you get a lot of spawns, you can like get stuck basically in place for a long time. Looks like Aquas is gonna get a quick run through here again. Yeah, no problem for Aquas. As expected of the experienced runner that he is. Meanwhile, Dust also opts out of the damage boost in stage 2 here. I think this is a wise choice. The damage boost does help you a bit, because like you're kind of ahead of the spawning fire bats like cycle, so it makes the rest of the section easier. But you lose armor, of course, so kill Cerberus without any problems. Oh, once again, Aqua's backup armor comes in handy on Ohm as he takes a hit. But at the end, he's still standing. Dustbox is slowly rising on the elevator. Unfortunately, you can't make it any faster on the arcade version, unlike on the Mega Drive. So let's see here what Aquas is gonna do. So he's taking it safe. He's killing one Arimer at a time. So not a bad call. And now, we get to... So this game, much like Super Ghouls, you need the ultimate weapon to finish the game. And in this game, it's called the Psycho Cannon, and it's basically a super souped up bracelet.
It's much better than the bracelet in Super Ghouls and Ghost.
Yeah. Pretty much better in every way. The projectile is huge, you can shoot 2 at a time, it does a massive damage. Yeah, it's just really good. We'll theorize that you could pick it up earlier in the run, but it's really bad to use against Ohm, much for the same reasons that the Discus is bad. Like, it's colliding with like everything, or like all the body parts and worms on Ohm and stuff. So we wait until the final stage, just like Super Ghouls, to pick it up. You can see here, he's just walking through the Astaroth, basically, with this thing. It's an actual cannon, just like the name suggests. Interesting drop, but it's a point drop, so it's good to go.
And let's see how this bub fight goes. He has his gold armor, so he can clear out projectiles. Of course, he's going to be using the Psycho Cannon to try to get rid of some of these flies if they get in his way. And unnecessary, though, because he puts Bub down like nothing. And we are on to Loki here, the final boss of the game. And he's just hanging out. He's just sitting.
Don't blink, or you'll miss the fight.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Fight over.
There we go.
Congratulations to Aquas, taking the victory in the race here with a time of 17:31. It looks like a wonderful showing from Aquas.
It's a good race time. Absolutely, it's good stuff. GG Aquas.
Meanwhile, it looks like Doss is about to wrap up Ohm 2.
Playing the first section of stage 4 pretty well here. He's looking good right now. Okay, so we can take a sigh of relief right here. Once you get past Ohm, I mean, this isn't over, but it really makes it a bit better, you know? You got past the stage 4, which is really dangerous, so... Oh, it's gonna fight 2 Arimers at once. the other guy just teleported away. Well,
having to fight double or even sometimes triple Arimers in one shot can be nasty, but I mean, these guys make it look so easy. I'm here to tell you,
yeah.
you got to know exactly what to do with these cats, otherwise they're going to get the better of you 9 times out of 10. Doss will be looking for this boost here off of the vomit and gets in for the death. So he is going to lower his rank, get his checkpoint locked in, and he will be looking to finish this game here, folks. We'll see how this second checkpoint of the final stage goes on his way to the final boss.
So once you get the gold armor, the Psycho Cannon erases projectiles here, so... Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. Sorry, Doss. I was going to say it makes
Commentator's curse, ladies and gentlemen.
section easy, but unfortunately I was on the microphone putting my misfortune on Doss, so... But I think he should still be good. As long as he has steel armor heading into Bub, he should be fine, honestly. Oh, he's going for the damage boost. Oh, but... Oh, he gets the one cycle. And then, like, the victory lap here.
And there it is, yes indeed.
The double KO!
Oh no! Oh my goodness! I just saw Loki exploding, I didn't see the DKO.
Right
Oh my goodness. Come on, Capcom, be cool, buddy.
There we go. Getting up on the knee, just blasting his chin with the Psycho Cannon. Good stuff, dosbox. Kind of a big loss in the beginning, but you know he recovered and made up for it. Got into the finish line.
Yes, indeed, and finishing.
Good stuff.
Yeah, finishing with an official time of 20 minutes and 7 seconds. Very well done from dosboxfalco. But it's Aquas who has taken the victory in this race. Wonderful showing from both of our runners. Please give them their propers. Go ahead and shoot them a follow. Let them know your love for them. And congratulations to both guys for putting on a heck of a show. And thank you, Fred, for hopping in and joining me for some commentary. Up next, folks, we have the final game of our Ghosts and Goblins block, and it wouldn't be a Ghosts and Goblins block without Ghosts and Goblins, the NES version. My Chronic's business coming at you, so look for some real mess coming up here shortly on Retrothon. Stick and stay, everybody. We got a lot of more Hawk action coming up for you in just a few moments.